Oh, okay.
Doesn't usually do that.
Okay. Have you been saving all of your recordings to your computer?
Yes.
Maybe you're running out of disk space.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's just more of the computer's old. It's time to get rid of it.
I don't think so.
All right.
We have the same
I
computer.
mean, you're the fucking expert or what?
Well,
We don't have the same computer. What year is your computer?
It's look, you can check exactly.
I know you can check. What
Okay,
year is your
I'll
computer?
tell you exactly.
Let me know.
It is
But if you're real
early
stupid.
2015.
Yeah, I'm 2014.
Let me see it.
Late.
Let me see it.
What the fuck? You don't believe me? All right, go fuck
I
yourself.
I'm double checked. What does it say?
Mid 2014.
Mid. Yeah,
Stupid.
mine says early 2015. You know we have the exact same technology in the computer.
So why would I pay more for your laptop?
No,
than
because
mine?
Apple can charge more.
See, I don't agree with companies that do shit like that.
You don't have to, bro. That's business.
Yeah,
That's business.
it's not right business, but you're right.
What do you mean it's not right business? You got to make a profit to make a living.
I mean, they sell these things for $1,500 a pop when they first drop.
That's true. They did sell them for $1,500 a pop when they first dropped.
$1,500 a pop.
Yeah, they did.
And I got this shit hand me down, and I could still probably sell it for like $500.
See, the thing is,
That's what's crazy to me.
yeah, I bought an Apple because I thought it was gonna last me forever, and it technically has. It got me through college.
Mhm.
It got me through.
How long did you go to college?
How long did I go for? I went for 3 years.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's college. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say like 1 year. I'm like, I don't know if that got you through college,
no,
bro.
1 year didn't. No, 1 year was nothing. I say 3 years, but that didn't. That included like
Interesting.
a flux because like some semesters I had like, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Some semesters I had.
I think I
would-
was just laughing too
Some
hard.
semesters I took on like more than 14 credits.
Yeah.
Not more than 14. What am I saying? Like more than 12. Maybe
Okay.
14, 16 ones during those 3 years because I was
Uh-huh.
trying to hurry the fuck up and just move on with my life. Right?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
I just stopped.
Yeah.
And I was just like, cool. Like, yeah.
So at this point, do you feel like you've moved on with your life from school? Or do you think you'll ever go back? Did you finish?
No, I said I went for 3 years.
Oh, you went for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, but fucking A. Anyways, welcome back everybody to another Thinking Out Loud. It is number 16.
Yeah, number 16.
Yep, you already know what it is. It's the coolest podcast you've never heard of.
You're fucking goofy.
No, I shouldn't say coolest. We are the chillest podcast you've never heard of.
I think we're one of the more interesting podcasts you've never heard of because at the end of the day, there's no script on hand. We're
There's
just
no
going
script.
off
Yeah, we
of
just show up,
what we want.
We do our thing. Actually, can you do me a favor real quick?
Yeah.
Can you just make sure that we're recording? Because
If we're recording, you gotta leave that in because you're
Yeah.
high as fuck.
Because I just got paranoid for a second. Just check. Just scoot over. Just scoot over and check the camera.
Yeah, we are recording.
Yeah, right? It's not red, right?
No.
Okay. We're good. Yeah, so we're back.
We are back,
It's 16.
and we are recording.
It's been 16.
It's number
so-
16. I didn't know we were going to clap.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Yes.
Yeah. You can finally come out.
I did last episode.
Yeah, no, I mean, but...
I should have waited.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're late. Why am
Yeah.
I sorry? And I'm not sorry. I was being lazy.
No, you're late.
No, it's because we didn't drop it on Wednesday. Today is Friday.
You didn't drop it.
I didn't drop it Wednesday. No, we didn't record.
No, we did not record.
We didn't record
It's
till
on
today.
me. Yeah.
It's
today,
not on you.
Today is Friday.
No, it's because he started acting cis again. He's like, oh, I got pain in my back.
That's what I'm saying. I got...
Pain in my back. I was like, bro, I'll give you a back. Chill out, bro. I'll get a Asian woman to step on your back or something.
Just
You
to
know.
step on my back?
You
No
know how
happy
they
ending?
do like foot massages.
Yeah,
Is that
but...
what, they're not foot massages. They're they stand.
I know, yeah.
Right? I've never had one.
I've seen it in movies.
I've seen it in movies. I'm sure.
But
it's
no
fake.
happy ending, just
No
a
happy ending
massage.
for you.
The fuck am I going to... What? What am I getting a massage for with no happy ending?
Like you can just spend whatever you want. I'm getting it for you already.
Yeah, but you get a massage to get a happy ending.
I said she's gonna step on your back, not on your dick, dude.
I don't think that... I think if someone stepped on my nuts, I would be crying. I don't think that'd be
People
a
like
happy
that shit.
ending.
People like that shit.
People do like
I don't
that
know
shit.
How?
Such a weird
How do they
kink.
like pain? Like being their most our like our life, our essence is in there. I can just imagine
No, but
a woman
it's.
stepping on me. Ow.
I mean,
Ow.
yeah, it's a weird kink, right? But it could be seen the same way that like some people like it rough in bed. Maybe for a guy that's just like, yo, step on my nuts.
What the?
I'm trying to be that type of rough shit. I mean, I'm not one of those dudes, but there's a market out there.
There's clearly a market for dudes who get their nuts stepped on, but I'm not a nut stepper. I'm
Yeah.
not one to get stepped on. Fuck that. um, fuck. Would you get peed on?
Would I get what?
Peed on.
Oh, like a golden shower?
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, I don't. I don't like the bodily fluids. Like I don't like feces. I don't like urine.
You can get shit on for like 10K in Saudi Arabia apparently.
Yeah,
Like they'll fly you out.
10K. If I was in a desperate enough situation, maybe.
That's what
Maybe
I like about living
see
in the
here's
future.
here's
Yeah.
the other thing too, right? It's like oddly enough, you don't know if you're into it until you try it.
That's a good point.
So it's
I've
like
never been
maybe
peed on, shit on, whatever.
yeah, you know what I mean?
It might actually be kind of cool.
Well, I don't know if it'd be cool. I think it'd just be an interesting thing to happen.
I'd be 10K
But-
richer though.
At the same time, like I would be, I don't know. It's weird. It's just one of those things where you're like, I feel like I would have to kill the man if I, or like man or women or whatever, right? Like if I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that's just like they're degrading you to the highest, the highest of their
if they're
abilities.
not paying you, that's degrading. If they're paying you, it's like you gave them the power. Like no one has the power to shit on or pee on me. If I let you pee or shit on me,
Right.
that means that like, like
That means you're into some sick shit.
that means I allow you. I gave you the power, the privilege
Uh-huh.
to relieve yourself on me.
It's a white people thing.
White people are into some weird shit.
You know when they say like, that's a white people thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
a white-
actually one that falls under that category.
Yeah, white people do be doing some weird shit. Like they own the most of the tigers in America.
Most of the
In
tigers.
the world, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we made a whole Netflix show off of it.
Right, that shit was jokes.
I never saw it.
You're joking.
No, I'm dead
Why
serious.
didn't you watch it?
Honestly, my mother, who is of a higher age, right? She told me that it was the most entertaining show she has watched in a very long time.
Real life.
And
can
I
be
was
pretty
just
entertaining.
like, if I watch it, like I'm going to lose brain cells even more than I already have lost.
Nah, dog. It just sparks your brain and just makes you realize like what kind of a place America can really be. 'Cause, bro, they allow them. This motherfucker has multiple wives. One of them's
Yeah.
got multiple wives. One of them is being accused of murdering her husband. It's like this whole thing is like this long, fucking 3-hour movie about. There's some real shit that happens in it, but bro, owning a tiger.
Yeah, I mean, didn't someone actually like die?
Yeah, a couple people died.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a couple.
Well, I
people
mean,
died.
look at the other fools. What was their name? I was gonna say Sigmund and Freud, but I don't think that's right.
Who are you talking about?
The fucking that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, it's not Sigmund and Freud, or it might be. But the people who owned the tiger way back in like the 80s, 70s, I think it was, they owned a tiger and they made like a show out of it. Like they really.
Like a Las Vegas
They were
show?
able to like take care of the tiger type shit, and people were amazed with it. And then the tiger ended up turning on them and killing them. It's like,
this is a thing that happened.
yeah, this is a real thing in history. And it's like, dude, like, what do you know, they're a wild creature, and don't get me wrong, and that's speaking from someone who has always said, I want to own a white tiger. Like, I really want to own a white
Tony
tiger.
Montana was
Tony
an immigrant,
fucking Montana,
and he had a
man.
tiger.
I just need a
mad tiger.
fucking chain, man.
Yeah, bro.
Need
That
a
shit,
chain.
she's like a tiger. Bro, that fuck. Yeah, look. There's something about owning a tiger that says you're like the dude. You're the man.
Yeah.
Because the man.
Sick if a motherfucker, sick that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, how many?
Come on.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Look at you.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Look at you.
That's my bad.
Nah, you got on my case one time. I'm gonna get on your
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
Look at you.
I mean, I was gonna.
You
tell my
don't
phone.
care enough about our fan base, huh?
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry I'm wasting your time, guys. I've wasted enough time as it was today. Fucking this guy, he's like, I told him yesterday, I was like, let's go, we could wake up earlier,
Yes.
probably go get breakfast.
Yeah.
He thought
So-
I said Denny's.
So what time is breakfast
bad.
for the usual people?
My bad.
What time do you think breakfast would be?
Look, whenever after you wake up.
No.
Yes.
I mean, yes, but no.
Then no.
Like, there's a certain time. Like, there's a reason that there's brunch. And do you know what time brunch starts?
I don't know. 12.
10:30.
10:30 is brunch.
10:30 is brunch.
All right.
And brunch ends at what time?
I don't know. 2.
2, 3. Yes. Usually 2.
O'clock.
Usually 2.
Okay.
This is my point. So you woke
you're
up.
assuming that, like,
You woke up around brunch.
You did too.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. It's a Friday. Let me be. Anyways, you woke up around brunch, and I expected, okay, we're gonna like meet up within the next 20, 30 minutes. And then we're gonna go. I don't know why I expected that. You know, I should know better than you. I should honestly know by now that you take like an hour and 45 minutes for everything. But yeah, I don't know, man.
You don't know? Tell them what I look. He probably,
I think
he told me this before. He goes
suck.
like, I don't like breakfast.
I think you suck.
He's like, I don't like breakfast.
I think you're a great person. I think you suck.
No,
like legit.
no.
I think that's what it is.
Look, he's like, I don't like breakfast. I don't like breakfast.
I don't like breakfast.
I'm like, I don't. He's like, I don't like breakfast. I'm like, why don't you like breakfast?
What do you mean?
Why don't you like breakfast?
Why the fuck would someone like breakfast? All right, look, I get what it does to your brain.
No,
and
look,
no, it does
okay,
do something to your brain
what I'm
because it
saying is,
wakes
like,
you up fully. And I understand. I'm gonna get to there. I'm just saying. I get what that does to you, right? But certain breakfast foods make my stomach feel uneasy. So I don't like to eat breakfast because of the fact that, well, I like to cook my own breakfast, but I don't like to eat breakfast at a restaurant. You feel me? Unless it's nighttime. It's weird. Like, I'll eat breakfast at nighttime.
No. He says some wild shit. He said, I don't like my food cooked in the same pan that other people's food gets cooked in.
You goddamn right I don't.
Bro, that shit. I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? I thought he meant something like, oh, I don't like my eggs scrambled because they use the syrup and not actual eggs. I'm like, all right, no worries. I feel you. I stopped getting scrambled eggs a long time ago because...
Wait, they use a what for eggs?
They don't... Some places don't, like Denny's and IHOP. Most places don't use don't scramble the eggs on the spot.
Hell nah. Say less.
Are you just not figuring this
I'm
out?
dead serious. I'm just figuring that out.
Look,
I will never eat eggs again at a Denny's or a IHOP or... Is that IHOP?
But all those places, chain
Yeah,
places.
see,
If you ask for scrambled eggs, more than likely you're gonna get the scramble syrup.
Yeah,
the scramble liquid.
From now on, it's over easy all the way. Like, you have to cook that bitch. You don't get a choice.
I like over easy eggs. I love a good egg.
I like to get the bread and dip it inside of the yolk.
I used to like Eggs Benedict, but Eggs Benedict.
Egg Benedict is disgusting.
And they're overrated.
Disgusting.
Straight up
overrated. It's
dog.
like
it's
$18 for
like, get that shit
this
out of
bullshit.
here, bro. Like, it's some bougie shit, dog. Like, you go out and you get your Eggs Benedict, that shit look pretty. You eat that shit, it's basic as fuck. It's just a fancy way of the what's kind of fucking sauce is it? What is it called? The beige sauce?
Hollandaise?
The Hollandaise.
Is it Hollandaise?
It's some Holland. Some fire.
It is Hollandaise. And
look, the sauce is fire. But the Benedict itself, it's whatever. It's on some bougie shit.
What the fuck is Benedict?
Bougie.
What is Benedict? It's a way to cook the eggs? Or?
Yeah, it's a style.
Yeah, I don't like the way it looks.
You ain't got no style, motherfucker.
I don't even like the way they look. And they smell. Like, they just don't... I just don't like breakfast food, bro. Unless I cook it myself, I do not like breakfast food.
What? Say what?
Unless I cook it myself, I don't like breakfast food. I don't think there's something wrong with that. But no, everyone honestly, always wants to get on my case and be like,
I do. Yeah.
Everyone's always like, you can't go to brunch with Nick because that motherfucker, he don't eat the potatoes and shit. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm there for the mimosa.
Yeah, no, look, I feel you though. This is like, breakfast is fire at home.
Yeah.
I like going out for brunch is fire too. The problem is
it depends. If I'm going out with like some like fine ass females, like I'll enjoy my time. But if I'm just going out with like the homeboy, I'm just like, bro, like get the fuck, like.
I forgot how to socialize and drink like that with people.
Cause I'm trying to drink a mimosa right? And I'm trying to have this chick drink a mimosa and then see if we feeling each other type shit. With consent, of course. What do you mean? What are you laughing for? That's everybody knows you go drink mimosas to go get fucked afterwards. That's what you do.
Yeah, you do?
That's what you do.
Must be nice,
That's why
bro.
you get mimosas.
I don't fuck after I go get mimosas.
Well, that's... What do you come back and you have a little handy session to yourself? Leave a happy trail? Because after that, you're going to fall asleep.
What?
So...
I'm missing out, bro. What the fuck?
Well, how much do you drink of the mimosas? Like, do you go straight bottomless, or do you just like, oh, I'll have one or two?
It's bottomless or nothing.
That's what I'm saying. And
Bro,
you don't want to fuck after you drink a mimosa?
People don't know how to drink.
Interesting.
People don't know how to drink, bro. I'm not saying like go fucking in and drink. Like, learn to drink.
I can agree with that, actually. My sister taught me how to drink.
How did she teach you how to drink?
Because she taught me how to drink where she was like, look, for every fucking drink that you have a glass of water. Like, that shit will save your life. And before I did not know that was a thing.
Drinking water regardless prior.
I drink water all the time.
Stay hydrated. Yeah, there's like a science to it, right? Because you get dehydrated and there's like a certain chemical that dehydrates you. How did we get to talking about being drunk? Oh, mimosas.
We're talking about breakfast food.
Breakfast, yeah, you're not liking
Mimosas.
breakfast being cooked. See, look, I don't like potatoes either out. I like hash browns. Potatoes are not good in breakfast because, like you said, bro, they don't get the I was telling you, they don't get the starch out, and that shit doesn't taste good. It just tastes like airy,
yes,
floaty, like weird.
Yeah,
it's the starch because they don't properly get the starch out of the potatoes. When I used to work at Five Guys, you would properly like remove the starch in a cold bath through 3 baths, and by the end, bro, you would get these perfect potatoes, bro, just ready to be fried. And like if you've ever gone to Five Guys,
yeah,
like, and they're foggy, I was gonna say fucking soggy. Send them back. They're not good. If they're not crispy on the outside and you break it open on the inside, it's like mash.
You're not afraid of sending food back?
Depends where.
Like, I feel like my food would get spit in every time because they'd be like, you white piece of trash, sending this food back. Like,
it's because you be acting cis, bro.
No, bro.
You be acting
cis. There's a movie. It's with the dude from Accepted, and Dave Cook is in it. Mm-hmm. Dane Cook. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? That movie where they're like
Jonah Hill was in that one.
No.
Yeah, he was.
No.
He was like a minor role.
No.
Okay, but go.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
Accepted, yeah, where they
No, not Accepted. No, I'm talking about the movie with Dane Cook. The dude from Accepted is in it.
I don't know what movie it is.
It's a restaurant. Like, he's in a restaurant.
Oh, is it the one with
It's some
Clerks?
Nasty shit.
No, I know. It's
Yes. What'd you say?
Clerks.
Clerks.
It's the fool who directed Clerks, right? I don't know his fucking name.
I believe so, yeah.
The crybaby.
Yeah, I believe so. So anyway, like, they play this like nutsack game where like they try to show each other their balls in like the least way possible. It's a weird concept. The point is, there's a scene where this dude sends his food back, right? And they all like do some nasty shit. Like, one takes his like pubic hair out, like puts it in his food. One throws a fucking loogie in there. Like, it's a iconic scene that goes around on Twitter from time to time. It's fucking nasty. It's a good oh no, what's it called? It's called a damn, I know it. It's like Employees or something. Hold on.
Is it Employees? It could be Employees.
I don't know. Dude, you go ahead and talk. The point is, I'm scared to send food back. So I'm not a fan of that.
Are you familiar with Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, that's the kids that have a terminal, I was going to say like cancer, but not every time do they have cancer. But they have a terminal ill disease that, you know, unfortunately they don't have much time to live, so they're granted one last wish, essentially. Yes?
One last wish.
Quote unquote. So, I mean, it's not even quote unquote. They pretty much die like the next day. So a former CEO
pleaded guilty to taking $41,000. She turned herself in January and admitted to the crime in May. She faces up to 10 years in prison, but I mean, she's not gonna get 10 years. She's gonna get like probation for like 5.
Where did she get $41,000 from?
She was embezzling it
from the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
you think so So here's my thing, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
people steal, people embezzle, whatever, right? But like, do you think she needed it, or do you feel like she was just like, yo, I deserve a payday, because these kids are dying anyways, and I make their shit happen.
True. Like, I mean, they can't take the money with them when they die
Yeah.
and shit.
Respectfully.
Rest in peace. Fucking, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, she probably really needed the money.
Yeah.
She probably.
I mean, if you're
really
gonna take
needed the money.
41
Like, her
grand,
children were probably 41,000 is not a lot of. I mean, it's not a lot. It's a lot of money.
yeah, that's a bank loan basically.
That's a bank loan. That's a Tesla. That's a small yacht.
Ugly.
Really small yacht. I don't know. I mean,
what if
like,
she went and bought a Tesla? It was just like, fuck it, like that was what I did with the
I
money.
mean, I don't think she took it all at once. I think she took it out over the course of like
Indeed.
some time.
Yeah.
And
The cartel way.
the cartel way, right? They just embezzle. They wash it off a little bit here and there.
Mm.
I don't know, man. Like, it's weird to me. Like, shit like this happens all the time. And like, you ever think about like the people we put in power? Like how often money just information exchanges hands, and that information leads to just like millions of dollars in profits and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that's been a problem for us all of our life. Like the rich take what they want.
Take what they want, brother.
And there's no. I mean, I wouldn't say there's no consequence, but there's like very few times they actually get caught for it. So essentially, there's no consequence. Is he called Employee of the Month?
It's funny now that it's
No.
June.
Uh-huh.
Companies, start to express their love for the LGBTQ plus movement and
Right.
community.
Right.
All these memes are hilarious. They're like, the Bernie meme, where it's like, I am now asking you once again to donate to my campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Bernie asking, when big companies, June begins, and it's like, I am now asking you once again. No, he's like, I am once again gay. And there's a bunch of good ones. There's
That's the worst.
There's the one where that scene from Captain Phillips, or what's it called? Is that the movie with Tom Hanks? I've actually never seen the movie, but I'm familiar with the meme.
I would have to see the meme, and then I would know. Or you could tell me the meme, and I'll probably.
He's like, look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. I know the meme.
And
I am the captain now.
in the meme, it's just like, he's like, look at me. Look at me. I am gay now. And
I wonder if that's what like the Somali pirates go through, is when they're trying to pick a leader, and they're just like, because they die like on and off.
They have like a college for piracy over there.
Do they really?
They have a whole pirate school. It's like a way of life out there. It really is.
They're living the One Piece life.
Yeah, kind of. If you're familiar with what's his name?
Who?
The bald guy, the bald adventurer. Fuck.
Avatar?
No, in real life, he does he goes out and does like interviews with like really dangerous people in really dangerous places.
There's a couple of those dudes.
Okay, well, name one of them, because those guys are like have the biggest balls.
There's a Navy SEAL that does it.
Is he British?
Yeah, he's British.
Yeah, that's him.
You sure?
He's Australian.
He's not
or
bald
British.
though. Yeah, he's Australian or British.
Nah,
yeah.
but he's bald. This guy's bald.
This guy is not bald.
No. This guy's bald.
Like
And he's huge.
he went to fucking like Mexico looking for like El Chapo type shit.
Oh, sick. No.
He has a whole thing on Netflix.
He does
It's
some
pretty
other
good.
shit.
Watch it.
Yeah, this guy does. He's got some other shit too.
But anyways, so he went to that area where Somali pirates are.
Who did?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh,
like,
that
why'd
dude,
you
yeah.
bring him up?
No, because I can't remember his name, but it's he's an adventurer. I brought him up because he goes to go look at the college pirate or whatever pirate college thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's just a way of life. People just fucking like
Teach you how to steal, how to shoot a gun.
Like they learn these tactics on how to be a pirate and like how to like maneuver your way around the seas and stuff right there, and how they pull jobs.
Oh,
and
that's
shit like
really cool. I mean,
You
it's
think
a,
it's
it's
cool?
a fucked up life to live, right? Because like that's not something that you would want to be in. But
Yeah.
the way that I'm imagining that concept,
Mm-hmm.
that's really cool. You ever taken a sailing class?
Us selling?
Sailing, yeah.
No.
Oh,
The fuck?
well, that's what I imagine it would be
Sailing?
like. Sailing, yeah.
No.
Sailing?
What the fuck?
Am I saying it wrong?
Who
The
takes a
fuck?
sailing class?
Oh,
What the fuck?
you don't like to be on the seas?
What? Who? When did you take a sailing course?
I took a sailing course when I went to a camp. When I went to Catalina camp.
Catalina camp.
Yeah.
And what did they teach you?
Taught me how to sail, how to scuba dive, how to fish. Teach you how to kayak. It's a camp.
For what?
For what?
Yeah. What are you doing with it now?
Yeah, I don't do shit with it now, but that's my entire life. I've done things that I don't even do shit with. I mean, shit, if that was the case, I would have been a pro gamer by now, bro. Straight up.
Bro, my buddy's always like, "Oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start that."
Just do it.
I'm like, "Just do it, bro."
Just
And
do
then he
it.
comes like, he gives me these mental gymnastics about why he can't do it, and it like, it doesn't piss me off because I see myself.
Wait, you talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about.
I had to
you.
think
I'm
about it.
talking
I'm like,
about-
hold up. Is he projecting? What the fuck's going on?
No,
Like,
no. Fucking. I was thinking about this the other day. I was just like, everybody and their grandma's got a podcast,
I mean, yeah.
and it's like, stop.
So we should stop?
No.
No, we're the best podcast you never heard
We're the
of.
chillest podcast you've never heard of.
The
No,
best.
look, either no one starts a podcast or everybody starts one because some of them are not good. Some of them are not even made to last.
Indeed.
Like, what is made to last? Sculptures, art, these nuts. Look, but for real though, I can't stand that like everybody's got a podcast and like it's just like
You have a podcast too.
I know, but it's like it's a fight. It's a Pareto distribution fight. Like we have to fight to the top, bro. We're in the middle of a Sisyphean effort,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we gotta fucking.
So how do we do that?
How do we do what?
How do we fight to the top? Like, do we just host like a big meeting and just like
No,
kill
we have
everyone
to start.
off, or what's,
We have to
what's
start
the plan?
networking with bigger people than us.
Mm.
Like we have to start bringing on people we want to talk to, right?
Who would you want to talk to?
There's
Who
nobody
would you
I
want
wanna
to talk to that
It's not a
that
stupid
you
ass
feel
people.
like you have the knowledge to communicate with them?
I
want to
talk to people that like. For
Who do you
me,
think that I could talk to? Actually,
Who do
I'm
you
sure
wanna
you
talk
would
to?
be
No,
fine, but
who
I
would
would be like,
I don't know. Who would you want to talk to? Like a therapist?
yeah, I need therapy. Shit.
No, but for real though, like who would you?
I
wanna
think a
talk to?
therapist would be super
No, but
cool.
you can't talk to a
Actually,
therapist on live.
why not?
No, because
I'm not talking about like I would like talk about my own problems and shit, but I would ask them like, you know, what made you get into it? Like, why did you
so you
want
want
to
to
do
talk
it?
to like someone like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, when you talk to someone with a career, right? Like the first three things you would say is pretty much, you know, thank you for what you do, what made you get into it, what was your problems when you were trying to navigate what you wanted to do, and what do you love about it, right? Like those are the big three things that you would always ask someone. I think number one you should ask is what do you love about it? Because based on that answer, you can find out whether or not like that's actually someone that's passionate about what they want to do.
I'd be down to have like a serial killer on.
Oh no, I would.
That would be interesting.
You don't even understand. I would. I wouldn't be able to sleep for like three days because I'd be so excited.
Don't shit.
No, I'd be so excited. I'd like.
I don't know. Like
I don't have the mind of a serial killer,
I'd be down to talk to
but
somebody.
I
like,
think it's super
there are
interesting.
things that I'm not aware of, like, or not unsure of. But I'd be down to talk to like a scientist or something.
See, I'm not smart enough to talk to a scientist.
I can talk my head off and just kind of.
I don't think you're that smart.
I can
though.
keep up. Like one of my favorite comedians
Yeah,
says he
maybe.
can do heart surgery. I believe him. I could do stand up comedy.
I think you could do stand-up
I probably
comedy.
could, yeah. I'm saying I probably could, but I'm like over here like probably gonna bitch out about it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, would you wear glasses on stage too? Would you be
No,
really?
these are for the haters to block all the haters.
Oh, to block all the haters.
Yeah,
Boom.
block-
There it is.
The haterade. No, but no, I would have like a bit, and my bit would be that I would just bring my jokes up to stage, because I'm not gonna remember my jokes.
What do you mean you bring your jokes up to stage?
I would just write them down,
and
bring
you
'em
would
on
just
stage
have
with
them
me.
in your hand.
Yeah. I heard a really
That's
fucking dark joke the other day.
interesting.
Well, it wasn't dark. It's not dark, but I mean, it's dark to a certain extent.
You know what?
A joke, right? Here. Okay, so are you
Yeah, let me
familiar
hear
with,
it.
with Whitney Cummings? This is
Yeah.
her joke, by the way, not mine. I just thought it was funny.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It's funny in the sense that once you hear, she's all like, "Yeah, like, you ever think about how like there are no charities for, Catholic, like victims of Catholic, molestation.
Molestation, yeah.
There are no charities for that. It turns out that the Vatican will actually pay for those pastors to be sent to the Vatican, and they can live out their days there. And because it's the Vatican, it's their own little city. They have their own rules and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm down for a free trip to Italy.
So she's admitting she's molested kids or what?
No, she was explaining how like as comedy, like stand-up comics, it's like
I mean,
so-
dark humor is always the best humor. I don't know. Like
no,
that's
the best stuff
that's
is
an
really
interesting
funny.
one.
Like the realest stuff is the funniest, the most ironic stuff. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be so like what's funny? Like Dogecoin, people talk about crypto. It's like, like Dogecoin to the moon, Dogecoin this, Dogecoin that.
Dodge ain't.
Do you know the one thing Doge
Yeah.
and the dollar have in common?
No.
They're both unlimited. Right? You can just the
Yeah.
reserve can print as many dollars as they want.
It's
Dollars
true.
can be minted as many times as possible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do we get in trouble if we try to counterfeit money?
What do you mean if you try to counterfeit money? Because you're not allowed to.
Why not?
You don't control the rate of return or the rate of interest or
It's
whatever
just,
the fuck.
it just pisses me off so much.
It
The
pisses you
concept
off,
of
but
money
You don't even know
makes
what you're
no
saying.
sense.
Wait, for paying money to taxes or paying money
Paying money in general, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why can't we just be like, yo, like, I'll do this for you and you give me that type shit, right? I mean, that is the concept of money. You do a fucking job, you get paid for it,
Yeah,
right?
the future of finance is based on trust.
Yeah.
The future of finance is based on trust. Because, like, you'll be able to buy shit peer-to-peer. Like, you want to buy a house, you won't have to go to a bank. The guy will just be like, yeah, pay me 10 Bitcoin. And boom. But we're not there yet,
Yikes.
though. We're not there yet.
I think we're getting there a lot sooner than people
We'll be there,
think,
like, maybe
though.
in the next 20 years.
Think you'll have kids?
I think I want
You want children?
in the future. I would like to
Huh.
live forever, yeah.
What?
Through my children.
Through your children?
Yeah, because, I mean, if I die and they live on, I kind of live forever because they'll remember me as me. Hopefully, I meet my grandkids if I
Yeah.
live long enough to be, that old.
You know what my dad told me?
What did he tell you?
He said when he dies, he wants to be cremated,
Okay.
and then he wants us to take his ashes. When I say us, I mean the three of us, my sister, my brother, and I.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants us to inhale him through a joint. So we'll always be inside of him. How wild is that?
I don't know about that, G.
That's some pretty wild
I
shit.
mean, that's your pops. That's not my.
That's what I'm
pops.
saying, right? So when you say like you'll live through your children, like, is that the type of shit that you're referring to? Like, you're gonna
No,
cremate?
like it's just kind of like.
You want them to like eat you, so you
Nah.
blow that ass
Just-
up one more
I'll
time,
just-
or what? Like,
I'll just
what's
live
the plan?
like unless Nerdlink by then is just like at the point where I can record my memories and be brought back to life through on a conscious level.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll live forever. I don't give a fuck.
You think your kids will want to watch your memories?
No, I'll have them burned. I die.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what happens when you die. You take your memories with you.
Yeah, indeed.
So
Unless you write it in a book
done.
or a journal or something. I think that's a crazy ass concept too. Like the Diary of Anne Frank. Like, that's nuts. She was just like, yo, let me just write about what's going on, and this shit is going to be
why
literal
haven't they made
history
a superhero
for
movie
people.
about her?
Why don't they make a superhero movie about her? Just fighting some fucking Nazis? What's the plan?
Yeah, like an alternate version of Anne Frank where, like, she like finds like this serum that falls from an asteroid and like she turns into like superwoman.
And then she defeats Hitler.
She defeats Hitler. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't made a super Anne Frank movie like that. That sounds bad.
Quentin Tarantino would kill it on that.
or fucking, you know what? Yeah, Quentin.
Yeah.
Quentin can do it. I was
I
thinking.
mean, look what he did with Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill is cool because it was before I was born, I think.
No.
When did it come out?
You stupid?
Yeah.
Kill Bill?
I am. When did it come out?
Kill Bill did not. Kill Bill came out when we were children.
Well, I'm stupid. So.
And the crazy shit about Kill Bill with Quentin Tarantino was that when he was given the full direction for it, right? He decided that when he was fully done with it, he already had made 4 hours of the whole thing, right? So Kill Bill released, and Kill Bill did great, and they already had Kill Bill 2 down because what they did is they just cut it.
Bro, I got
That's literally all they did.
I got a huge crush on Uma Thurman.
On Uma Thurman, yeah.
She is
Pulp Fiction.
gorgeous.
Shout out her.
She's gorgeous.
Uma Thurman is gorgeous. But no, I think was it Lucy Liu who was in Kill Bill? Yeah, I think Lucy Liu was the one that made me like.
She's hot too. I got a thing for her. What are we doing? What are we talking about again? Say what?
So actually in recent news, right? Couples in China have recently been told that it is now okay for them to have.
Been told? No, they just said no more children. No more 2. You can now have 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They've recently been told after 70 years of the Chinese government controlling like the abortion policy and how many children they can have, they finally said you can have 3. So
there's too many.
So with that being said, right, does that bring up the question where people our age, right, like in the US aren't even having kids like that anymore?
Mm-hmm.
So are we degrading as a society? Is China winning in that perspective?
I don't know. I don't even know like if China should be telling their people what to do. Like they would have like more than a third of the population on Earth.
Yes, I
said more than
so.
A third, but I could be wrong.
Truthfully, I couldn't tell you. They have a lot.
They have a lot of people there. I don't even know. Like, does our right to have more than like? Why don't they do that in America? Why don't they just stop? Why don't they just say you can't have more than 3 kids?
Because we make shows out of people that have more than 3 kids. Yeah, like. We take reality shows. Like, this chick was born with 6 fucking kids at one time. Let's make a show for her. Like, let's destroy her life. Like, who the fuck is going to see 6 kids and be like, wow, that's super entertaining. Dude, if I got 6 kids out of my woman, I'm going to Mexico. Like, you'll never see me again.
I mean, yeah, it's a safe haven for single fathers.
You know how it goes. I'm going to just join the narcos and the rest is history.
That, like, solve all the abortion issues? Right.
If we cut what?
Like if we like have a cap on how many kids you can have in America. You know what I mean?
No, because abortion is more, I mean, not always, right? But when we talk about abortion, what we associate it with is younger people that don't want a child. So who's to say that they wouldn't want a child when they're older on?
Is like has 3 kids and she's like, fuck, I can't have a 4th one. The law would be like, nah, girl, you can't have one.
I still feel like people would do it.
Like, what do they do in China? They just like kill your baby if you have a 3rd one.
I think
they
probably kill you
or some shit.
You know, or they take you to jail or some shit.
No, they like
they have to enforce it in some type of way that you're afraid to the fact that you're like, yo, I can't have 3 kids.
They probably put like birth control in the food or something.
Maybe.
Some shit like that.
Maybe.
It's weird over there because they just do shit on a whim. Like, they don't even have to go through a whole, like, fucking voting process and shit. It's true. I mean, like...
Would you ever go to China?
No, I can't.
Why?
I just can't.
You feel like you're going to meet your waifu or what?
No, it's because they don't like Mexicans. The Chinese only like Chinese people.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not Chinese.
But you're small enough to be Chinese. You'll fit right in.
Most of the dudes are.
Not even, bro.
I would assume so. Look,
You'd be a basketball player out there.
oh, you're right. I could be a good.
Telling me you wouldn't go to China?
Fuck. You see,
Get
now
a
you're making
free
it sound like I kind of want to go.
fucking-
How much money though?
How much money? What?
For
Would you
you?
get paid?
Yeah.
Oh, they pay. They pay their
They
players.
do pay.
They
the
pay.
Yen? The yen. Oh shit. Sorry.
When they take an NBA
Not the
player
yen.
over there, they
The yuan.
pay them.
The yuan.
The
Hmm?
what?
The yuan? Or is that what they're called? Their Chinese dollar?
Oh, their currency? I don't.
The yuan?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin? Nah, they
I don't
stopped. They
know.
banned all the mining over there.
Smart.
Smart? Why?
What do you mean?
What do you know about Bitcoin?
Nothing. That's what I'm
Then?
saying. It's smart.
Yeah.
I just when you think about Bitcoin and the mining and all cryptocurrency in general, right?
Mhm.
Like for the amount that we mine on a consistent basis, our electricity is taking a mean hit. Like it's going to become very
no.
scary, dude. If we don't learn how to somehow make it to the point where we have solar energy controlling all these servers, there's going to be a mean crash. Mean crash.
Look,
I'll tell you right now.
does anybody actually like keep up with the idea that like
Just might be.
yeah,
Just might be.
all right, let's see. Let's talk about something else real quick. What's So I've been keeping up with like I don't know about you, but I keep up with like news through my favorite YouTube show called it used to be The Hill
Uh-huh.
Rising with Crystal Kyle. I mean, it's Crystal Kyle. It's Crystal and Sagar, these two people.
Okay.
I sent you that video on that they did report on the
Psilocybin.
yeah, and
Magic
the
mushrooms.
the medicinal effects and like all the research that has been
Indeed.
piling up since the 70s and shit. Well, they were working for this corporate media company
Mhm.
called The Hill, right? And basically, like, if you're watching us, like, how often are you really watching TV? Like, CNN, MSNBC, like, I think maybe it's got to be common knowledge at this point. Unless you're like in your late 50s and you're like watching television ever so often.
Right.
Like, basically, mainstream media is not doing well anymore. And this is just facts. Like, they were not pulling the same numbers that young independent creators are pulling. Like, they are pulling in hundreds of thousands of views on a weekly basis, and it's like, whoa, this is the new printing media. Like, when newspapers were a thing,
Okay.
like being
Yeah.
able to print books, being able to put your word out there, your
Right.
work. Now it's like what we do is very common. Like, now it's a fight of the fittest, right? Will we survive if we don't stay relevant?
I think you have to find your market in order to survive.
Mhm.
I don't think relevancy is just a market, though.
Okay.
I mean, it is a market, but I don't think it's the only market to survive. Like, at the end of the day, the same way that you can monetize anything, you can talk about anything. It just takes your market. You ever been on Reddit?
Yeah,
Okay. So, do you understand how many subtopics are on Reddit?
tons. Some of the half of them are useless
Anything,
though.
bro.
Yeah.
Anything. The other day I went on it and I typed in Reddit anime wallpapers. There was like a fucking 60,000 people in this community, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. There's a fucking Reddit that I like to follow. It's like Reddit things you should know. One time I typed in Reddit interesting articles. They have that. Like, anything you want is on there. You just have to find your group of people in order to talk to. So I think staying relevant is like, I don't know. It's at the end of the day, you can use anything, and you can pull in. But obviously, staying relevant keeps you most up to date with everything, and that's how you would pull in the new people rather than just a certain community. You can help influence a community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I look at people who are doing these talk shows and these news report shows.
All right.
And the news report shows on YouTube, I think the real relevant ones aren't getting the ones that are taking the time to do the research, to do the reporting, and have the conversations that, you know, the mainstream media doesn't cover or doesn't take the time to cover.
Yeah.
I think that's where like the real substance of this market is at. And I'm looking at it like this because like I think like this opportunity
Nasty.
for us to be relevant, I think is and a real important part, because you know we can talk to whoever we want, but if they aren't relevant or if we don't have an audience, who cares?
Yeah.
Right. But I think that working our way up the Pareto distribution, like making sure that we can get to the top and maybe stay somewhere up there.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like who's at the top? Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Right. He's at the top of this Pareto distribution. He's the guy with the podcast that everybody goes to. Right. Because he talks to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I heard of Joe Rogan personally was the Edward Snowden guy.
That was the first time you heard of
That
Joe?
was the first time. And I mean, I ain't going to say I was hooked, but I can honestly tell you, I think it was a 3-hour interview, if I remember correctly. I sat there and I watched the whole thing because I was fascinated.
Well, that's not surprising, Nick, because the real good ones are like 2.5 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And that's real substance. A lot of the time, there's real substance in those conversations.
I also think he was able to get the right person on. I mean, obviously he brought me in, right? But that's something that like really fascinates me, is like people that do something and get in trouble with it, or like people that basically change the course of history. It's fascinating to me. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I love listening to him as well.
Doug, he's King Dork.
He could be King Dork. He's a brilliant man.
He is brilliant, no cap. But it's so funny. There's this joke, this meme about him when he's on Joe Rogan, that he's always interrupting Joe. Like he's always talking. Like Joe will say something and then Neil will go off.
Yeah.
And then in the process of going off, he'll say something like not contradictory, but like to the idea that, you know, if like aliens.
Okay.
Okay, so the UFO videos and shit that people have been seeing, it's like, okay, just because we see them doesn't mean it proves aliens exist. Right? It doesn't mean that, because it just means that we don't know what they are. We don't know what these craft are. Right? It could mean like that we don't know what the fuck they look like because it's an optical illusion. Like maybe there's something there, but what we're seeing is not actually what we see. It's something else. You
could say the same shit about everything in the world, though.
About everything in the world.
Everything in the world.
What do you mean?
Same shit. You could say that. Like, why did we name black black? Why do we name white white? Why do we name long hair long hair? What is the concept of hair? How did we come to hair? Like, that's basically the same shit. What do you mean?
No.
How is it not? One day someone just looked at your hair, not your hair, but someone looked at what we know as hair and was like, yo, that's hair.
Yeah, but
how does that make sense?
Yeah, but it only makes sense because we call it hair, and what we refer to hair as is we've identified that it is this it's like dead strands of like of DNA or whatever,
right?
And we've identified that as okay, we're gonna refer to that as hair. I see what you're saying. Like,
so how did we come up with the name
deoxyribonucleic
acid?
I think so, a woman.
This is my point, though.
A woman.
Like, it's someone was just like, this is what I'm gonna name this shit, and we're all gonna follow through with it.
Okay. But like, how do you but how do we just call them We call them UFOs because that's what they are, unidentified. We don't know what they are, flying objects.
What is unidentified?
Unidentified is something we don't know.
But this is my point. Like, how did we come to the understanding of language like this?
Well, the question is, how is it that the government says, okay, we don't know what they are,
right,
but we aren't taking them as seriously as we should be?
Right.
Because can you imagine if it was a country of adversarial, like, regime, like, let's just pretend like North Korea has the technology to do this shit. They don't. It would be like, wow, how, right? And are they a danger if they're able to study our technology from afar and we can barely keep up with theirs? Barely as in like what the footage we've seen, like it hasn't been debunked. It's just like what looks like what we're seeing is
what we identify as a UFO,
which is unidentified flying object, or unidentified aerial phenomenon. UAP is what they call them on the is what they call them in the government.
Yes.
All that stuff to me just seems strange. That like, why are they talking about it now?
Because something bigger is happening in the world and they have to distract us.
What's so? I mean, Corona.
What is? Nobody knows.
Corona?
But it's every time that there's something big like that, it's us being distracted. Every time.
No.
Yes.
When?
Every time.
Last time was when?
Every time.
I guess it was last time. That was when, right?
What?
When was the last time we were distracted from something big?
Oh, the UFOs.
I mean, now, sure, but like 9/11 happened.
Indeed.
There was a lot going on.
Right.
There was a war that was started over that.
See, but I have a theory though that the war started before that, and that was just us announcing like, yeah, we're going to war. But I feel like we had already pissed them off, and it was just like why else would they just come in and just fucking blow us up? Essentially, if that's what happened, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Guys, we're gonna cut this one short today.
I guess I'm talking too much.
No, it's because we fell behind on schedule, right? We fell behind on our schedule because we always
You fell
Wednesday.
behind.
We, because we make this show up like if he's gone, it's not the same. It's not the same.
All right, I'll take it. I feel wanted.
No, look, we're gonna go back. I mean, I'm making a TikTok, and we're gonna go back to Wednesdays. Do you guys prefer Fridays, Mondays? Is it just because like, it's just it felt better Wednesdays because it just felt like it's the middle of the week. You got it. It's there.
I feel like Friday. So I feel you on that, but I also feel like uploading on a Friday, it's like everybody's done with work now they can tune in. They have no distractions.
But sometimes during the week they're at work or they see it, they're like, oh, listen to it,
right?
As I'm doing some other shit.
What did the analytics show?
I don't actually look at them very often.
All right then.
I'll look at them today or later.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys always, on Wednesday.
Thank you
I know
for
this
watching.
one was short and sweet. We just fell behind. We're busy people. Like it's not what you think. God. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.